welcome back everyone. This week we're at Horseshoe. I was super happy with that. The log hop halfway up the slope. It was a little bit intimidating, but I was really happy. Pulled it off. This was a mistake though. I should have just gone down the... I saw like the trail, like a mark to the right. I was like, I can make it down that. I can beat Steven down. No, that was dumb. So Smoky Steve has sorted out the smoke. It's better now, but now he just needs to sort out the riding. It's all good. This is like his third ride on the bike. It's fine. I think he's got a little bit intimidated because he's got a shitload more power. Well, I don't know if he's got a shitload more power. The power delivery is a lot different, and he's not used to it. But anyway, we're out riding the hills. We were trying to find those the normal hill climbs, but I just don't know where they are. I don't come here, and when I do, I'm usually being led by someone else, so we just end up getting to them. And we just kept riding around and doing single trail and coming in and out, and just never actually found the bloody hill climbs. Super busy here again today. It was probably the most perfect of perfect weather. Like, oh, it was so good. So my bike was bogging a little bit. So I gave it a bit of a blast up the hill, but it's still bogging pretty hard in the low revs. So yeah, today was a bit of a shit show. Probably one of the not so great riding days. I mean, okay, I'll rephrase that. I felt like I was riding really well, but there may have been a slight mishap that happens later on. And then I get a bloody puncture as well, just to top off the bloody day. I think I posted a picture of the tube stem ripped out of the tube, and someone actually mentioned that in his ultra heavy duty tubes, after about 20 hours, his stem just ripped out. And I'm not sure whether or not my stem ripped out and then I got and as a result got a puncture, or if I and then spun the wheel, or if I spun the wheel first and then that ripped the stem out. So I don't know which way round it happened, because I've been doing about 20 hours. I wasn't particularly riding that fast or hard today, not until much later on. And even then, I wouldn't have said it was anything particular, and I wasn't doing anything crazy. So I don't really know why it happened. So it actually kind of makes sense that maybe the stem broke, and then because the tire pressure went to 0 when I braked really hard, the rim lock's no longer working fully because there's no air left in the tire. That was aggressive, Steven. That's like a downhill, and like...
That was violent!
Yeah, that was violent.
That was violent.
I don't usually spin around that quick, but hey, good for him. And it's downhill, so the further down you go, the worse it gets. So he should have done it there, but, well, there it goes down. Now he's going to try it on a more steep part of the hill.
You're on the slope.
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. So, yeah, this week, just riding the Horseshoe trails. Absolutely beautiful day. It was like 25 degrees out. It was like the air is cool again, so it's not like horrifically humid. It's not like just suffocating with like high humidity. So I feel, and it's been raining this week as well, so there was lots of puddles. The dirt was absolutely amazing. It was I think basically perfect dirt again. The sand wasn't even dusty. This is just absolutely beautiful. I've also noticed, if you notice, my fender is a little down and to the left at the moment, and I noticed before the ride that the bolts that hold the front fender in, there's 4 of them. 2 of them have been pulled through, and there's a lot of stretch marks all over my fender. So I feel like at some point, I'm not really sure, I flipped the bike and landed on the fender, and it's pulled the plastics over the bolts. So it's only being held in by the rear 2 bolts, which means it droops downwards, and as a result it rubs against my radio. It makes a horrible noise. So that's what the noise was distracting me for a lot of today as well. But I fixed that today. I actually went to go actually work on my bike today because I had to do quite a few things. I switched the spark plug. It was amazing to hear the bike just turn on first crank, no choke. I mean, I guess that's how it's supposed to be, but I'm just not used to it. I've got about I think about 55 hours now on the current plug, and it still turns on and still rides, but I can just there's something going on with the bottom end grunt, so I figured it's about time to swap the plug. Then, yeah, you know, oil filters, fix the fender, and then and swap the front tire because the tube was obviously destroyed. So yeah, that was my day today. But I need to order a new brake disc because unfortunately in about 30 seconds I'm gonna run into someone who was coming the other way. So yes, keep watching. It's coming.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Are you okay, man?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
I came too quiet on you, man.
I mean, I managed to stop, but unfortunately he didn't. And well, neither of us were hurt. And so after a little chillwag, we get back on the bikes. He goes his way, I go my way. And then I'm like, I got no front brakes.
I think my brakes are fucked.
Yeah, I guess where he hit me, it warped my disc. No brakes! I couldn't stop, Steven, sorry. So yeah, we decided, we'll head back. And after a little bit of convincing from the other guys, because I was about to just call it a day and just think, fuck this shit. He was like, I'll use my mighty strength to bend it back. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a bike. We're looking at it and assessing it. Yep, doesn't spin. Get some strength in there. Yeah. So we get the, I say we, Steven gets it pretty good. Like, it's not perfect, not even close. I'm going to have to order a new disc. And when I ride along and brake, I feel the front pulsing a lot. So, and there's like a small, I don't know, like, I wouldn't even say like a second. It's like a fraction of a second, like tiny amount, but there's no braking. So rather than it being immediate, like I'm assuming that's where the pads are slightly pushed out from the slight imperfection in the disc. So I'll get a new disc ordered. But it doesn't mean I couldn't ride as hard because my brakes don't work properly. But I mean, they work, but they don't work properly. So right now we met another fella, or Derek met another fella. So we're following a guy called Earl. He's pretty quick. I don't know if I have a front tire right yet. I was just like, just trying to ride, having a nice time. But yeah, as a result of just everything. I decided to call it a day. Like, I've got a warped disc, a flat tire. It's 3 o'clock. And I was like, well, at least on the way back I can pick up a spare tube from Royal Distribution because that's on the way back. But they didn't have any of the handguards because if you notice, my right handguard is kind of droopy. It's taken a lot of damage, and I think the aluminium is completely warped. But yeah, following Earl, he said he's got a brand new gas. He says he absolutely loves it, and I can see him having an absolute blast on it. It's making amazing progress. This is such a good trail. So Horseshoe has opened up a part of the trail again that was shut due to logging. So yeah, it's all in all, I feel like I was riding very good. I managed to spend a long time in the car park pre all the damage, just practicing maneuvers, and I was pretty happy with that. Like, just figure of eights, doing like a stop halfway, you know, that kind of stuff. So I felt pretty good about all of that, and I felt like I was riding fine. It's just very unfortunate I bumped into that fella head on. I think his name was Addy. I hope he's alright. He damaged his throttle cable or something like that, so, but I mean, he just needs to rewire it and he'll be good to go. And yeah, I guess lucky that I was able to stop, so it was more like we weren't going too fast when we finally collided. But yeah, I guess he lost the front end and went flying. I tried to dive to the right, and I guess as he lost the front end, he didn't really have a choice where he was going. So yeah, hopefully I get a new disc soon and get a bit of practice before the gully bore comes in, and go out and test all that, test to see if the spark plug is actually why the bike was was feeling like it was bogging a little bit. But, oh well. All in all, good riding day. Just a shame that it ended in a bit of damage. So yeah,
That was a bit
that'll do.
quicker.
See you.